Hi, welcome Cancer to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. How are you? My name is Hope. Thank you for being here. If you subscribed, great. If you're new here, please subscribe and help me build my channel. And we're going to be doing your month reading, love reading for January. Okay, the energy is very potent, Cancer, for relationships that's just come in. It's a bundle of pulses. Okay, and I feel that there's a definite, genuine course happening for your love relationship that's going to bring commitment, seriousness, conversations. This month starting, there's a lot of retrospection, and during the new year we always do reflections, and so a lot has that been going on, but there's certain decisions being made towards commitment. So let's see what the cards have to say and what Spirit wants to bring out for you. All right, so here we go, Cancer. And there's a lot of planets, astrological energies that are affecting all of us, not just one zodiac. They're all, but January comes in with a punch because Jupiter is bringing in all this positive energy. So it's really, really, wherever you are in your relationship, I believe that you're thinking about commitment and really more serious conversation. Let's just say that, more serious conversation about where you want a relationship to go. So what does Spirit want to tell us about Cancer's relationship in the month of January? What is the energy guiding us? Balance. A great energy for relationship for anyone that's trying to bring in commitments, serious conversations about your family life, your work. Maybe there's children involved as well. So I'm going to read this really quickly. It's the frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all the aspects of our lives, our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. So it's a lot going on for you, Cancer, in this beginning month of January. And I really believe that towards the middle to the end of the month, there are going to be some serious talks about commitment. All right, so let's see what the, the Oracle for the Twin Flame Confessions have to bring out. What does Spirit want you to know about your connection that's here? What is the energy around Cancer that needs to be discerned for Cancer? What does Spirit want you to know? The Ace of Wands. Wow, what a beautiful energy to start the month off. Like I said, there's definitely a big spark going on here. Passion, a beginning of great potential, Cancer. So this is beautiful. Just what Jupiter is bringing in for you. So let's keep going here. What else do we need to know? What is the energy around this connection for Cancer? What does Spirit want you to know? Cancer, for Cancer, what does Spirit want to tell us? Ooh, so someone is giving you mixed signals, all right? Now, you understand that, whenever there's, how could I say, whenever someone is touched or triggered, there's vulnerability, and that's good. Vulnerability is good, but sometimes we hide that. We push our feelings down. So you're getting some mixed feelings about something, a conversation that you might have had, and so there might be some type of unusual behavior around the conversation you might have had with someone that you've been connected to. Okay, so let's see here. What else is going on? What else does Spirit want to let us know about this connection that you have, Cancer? And you are in the zodiac across from Capricorn, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Capricorn that you're connected with. Okay, so oops, I guess I'll pull this card out because it came out. It says they're thinking about you. Okay, so there might have been some conversation that didn't end properly, and so we there's a vulnerability there because now we feel, oh my God, they think they lost you, Cancer. They think that maybe perhaps you've turned away, but I don't think so. I think that they're replaying events that maybe of this conversation that was giving them mixed signals, or you were getting mixed signals about it, and they're kind of feeling they're suffering. They're suffering. I think that's what they look like. They look like they're suffering in silence. So let's see here. What else can we see here about Cancer? What does Spirit want you to know? Oh, they have some anxiety. So I really feel that some communication needs to be done here. So the Three of Swords, the Swords is about the mind, the conscious mind. So there's some anxiety here. They're feeling that maybe, they hurt you, or in this conversation, they're not feeling good about it right now. They're not feeling good about any conversation that took place, or things that you talked about, things that were promised. The wishing here, wishing that they could redo that conversation. Please answer not answering their messages or calls. So let's see what's happened in the first week of January, which is pretty much the end already, but let's go through it. And let's see if anything here that was missed can be added. All right, so let's see. For Cancer, for the first week of January that has pretty much ended, what is the energy? What was the energy in this reading for love? Oh, there was celebration. Makes sense. Okay, there was celebration with friends and really, really close friends, it looks like to me, because they're all wearing the same outfit, But the Three of Cups is all about celebration. So there was some celebration. And let's see what else is going on. What else happened during the first week of January for Cancer in this connection of love? This is a love forecast for the month of January, and I'll be doing them every month. And in between, I'll do some general readings for the collective on different topics, okay? So here we go for Cancer. Let's see. Oh, we have the Five of Swords. So there's some mind games going on. There must have been a conversation that didn't go well, Cancer. I feel that there's a lot of hurt feelings here on both sides, not just your opposite or your connection, but there's definitely some because there's swords here. The swords are here, and I feel that there's some mixed communication. Someone is not saying what they really feel, okay? And right now, Cancer, you wear your feelings on your sleeve. You're very emotional. There's nothing to hide your feelings, but evidently that person has probably hurt you, has hurt your feelings, and you've turned away, you've turned your back. Let's see what happened at the end of this week for this connection. What does Spirit want to tell us on a deeper level for Cancer? Oh, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, I like this. At the end of the week, things have changed. All right, somebody's going to put in the work and the effort to come back in a way that is presentable, that's acceptable, that is going to mend the wrongs that were done, that you experienced. Okay, so let's see, you both experienced, because look, they're feeling rejected. They're feeling they're suffering in their silence because you haven't been talking to them in the way that they have always expected you. So let's see what's going on in the second week with this relationship for Cancer and this connection. What does Spirit want us to know about Cancer, Spirit, and Cancer? Oh, the Eight of Wands. Great. Okay, I like this. So things are returning. Things are getting warm. With the Eight of Wands, things are getting warm. There's communication. There's a sudden change. And there's a rush of love. It's like you're both happy that there's some kind of connection, communication that was made to relieve the tension of this Three of Swords. Oh, such anxiety in the mind, because that's what's happening. Your mind is creating anxiety and very unhappy about what happened. And it could be heartbreak for some people. But here it feels to me the second week is going to be, if it hasn't happened already, there's going to be some communication, a sudden change in the connection, a rush of love. All right, so what else does Cancer have to know about this connection? What does Spirit want to tell us for Cancer? Oh, this is great. Look at this. Look at this. We have a breakthrough. This is the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be some communication that's going to clear up this energy that has been spurning here and burning here. And so yes, there's going to be a breakthrough and a clarity of honesty here for you guys. Okay, so the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Oh, that's power. That's power communication. So prepare yourselves for communication. Be honest, be pure at heart, you know, be understanding, and you know, it's time to put your cards on the table, all right? Because there's going to be a commitment. This is all about commitment. I feel that it's coming for you, Cancer. I really do. Commitment is coming. All right, here we go. What else does Spirit want to tell Cancer about this connection? Spirit. The Two of Pentacles. So there's options. Yes, you'll be juggling options here with each other. You'll be talking about, you know, balance, because that's what came in here, balance. Let's put our cards on the table and find out what our options are. What do you want? What do I want? What is the truth? What do you really feel? This is what's going on in this power conversation that's happening in this second week with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is a power conversation, communication that you'll be having. So let's see now on the third week what's going on here with this relationship, this connection. What does Spirit want to tell us about Cancer and their connection? What does Spirit want to tell you? Oh, I love this. This is the Page of Wands. This is messages again. Like now there's like some kind of reconciliation of ideas and minds and hearts where there's more love here. Fleeting love messages are going to be, you know, are happening, you know. And so this is a beautiful, exciting time right now. At the end of the month, I'm telling you, there's going to be a commitment. I feel it. I feel it for you. Okay, let me know if it happened. But I really feel there's going to be some type of commitment, at least talks about it, you know, planning. Let's see, what does Spirit want to tell us about Cancer's commitment in this love reading? Oh, the Two of Swords. So this is good because now this is a time of decision. There's a choices that we have between conversations, things that have accumulated in, you know, questions and answers about how you truly feel. So right now, the Two of Swords is going to play it's right under the Ace of Swords, which makes sense. So from the breakthrough, we have these questions. We're not sure yet. We have to make sure of all the answers and all the planning, and we want everything in balance, right? So right now, I feel that your company with each other is going to talk about the future. I feel that right now there's some indecision about which and how and maybe what time and how long it's going to take, but it's going to happen. I really, really believe that. So what else does Cancer need to know, Spirit? What is it that you'd like us to know about Cancer's connection? Aw, the Knight of Cups. So yeah, there's going to be some romantic proposal and gifts and surprises, and love is arriving in a new way for you, Cancer. Love is arriving in a new way. So there's nothing to fear. It's just a matter of recommunication and realignment, okay? That's the most important thing, realignment. So let's put some Lover's Path on the last week, for the last week of January. This will be the fourth week, and this will really clarify everything. So let's see for Cancer. We want to clarify this month in the fourth week of this love reading. What does Spirit want to tell us about your love life, your connection? What does Spirit want us to know? So we have the King of Staves, the King of Wands, very powerful, very, you know, they like to take control. So someone is definitely going to really speak very strongly about how they feel. They're passionate, adventurous, adventure of love, you know. But the King of Staves here is going to speak their mind. And it's not necessarily a man or a woman. It's about the energy. You know, there's definitely going to be some proposals here of connection, reconnecting on a different level, you know, more balance in your relationships, you know, things that were never said that should have been said or felt or expressed are going to be done. It's going to be done by the end of the month. Let's see what else is going on for Cancer. What does Spirit want us to know? The Nine of Staves. Everything that was held is going to be let go. Finally, the burdens of this relationship is going in a different direction. Cleansed. It's going to be cleansed. You know, it's time to let go of anything that you were holding on to, each of you, holding on, not saying anything. And it's time that this end of month is going to bring that to closure, you know, is going to bring that understanding that we don't need to hold on to this anymore. Let's just start a new beginning with this Ace of Wands, okay? So what else does Spirit want us to know about this connection with Cancer? The Four of Coins. So there's value. There's a definite value that's going to be put on the table. This relationship is definitely something that should not dissolve. It's going to reignite itself, okay? So let's see now. What I want to do is throw out a scarlet energy here. If there's any, I call this, it's a scarlet oracle. And it's all about whether it could be medicine, it could be alerts, it could be red flags. I'm going to throw out one card. What does Spirit want to tell you? The overall feeling of this relationship, the energy. Okay. They're watching you. They're watching you with love, okay? They're definitely making sure, you know, they're looking at you in a way that they want to talk again. You know, they don't want to be out of your life, Cancer. They don't want you out of their life, and you light up their mood, you know, when they're watching you, because they can watch you in a more casual, more relaxed way, really observing what they're missing, because this person here is missing you. You know, they're kind of suffering in silence, it seems, and they're watching you. So let's see if there's any information about, whoops, that went down really fast. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, let's just see if we can, the elements, the elementals are part of, you know, our world each day. So the energy of the elementals, the spirit world on the elemental level is a very important, it keeps us grounded, you know, and alert. So let's see if there's anything here that Spirit wants you to know that's also around you in this time of connection with love. Oh, we have the Warrioress. Warrioresses are very devoted, they're focused, they're assertive. So this is where I feel with the King of Wands is there's like a nice balance here. We have the King of Wands and the Warrioress. So there's like a feminine, divine masculine in this relationship. I believe you're both like kind of a powerhouse couple, you know? And so I really feel that when you're both very powerful, it's very sometimes, you know, you both have very strong boundaries, which is good. But again, feelings are important. So the Whispers of Love is going to end this reading with a message for both of you, you and your connection. What does the Whispers of Love want to give? A message, a final message for our Cancers. The heart of the matter. Wow, the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Yeah, all right. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Cancer. Please keep following me. And if you have any questions or you want to leave some remarks or, you know, comments, anything. And if you need a new reading, let me know. Bye.